Alright, this chapter has left me with a lot of thoughts. I am lost for words right now. I don't know what to think. This chapter was crazy. It feels like a wrap up and it's left me with so many questions. I do not know where we're going now. I don't know what's happening next. Next chapter is about to be crazy to me too, because this has been wild. What's going on, everybody? Striving Emperor here, in chapter 1050 dropped today, and boy is it a doozy. Last chapter, you had the climactic clash between Luffy and Kaido, and Luffy knocks Kaido underground, basically ending the fight at that point. Now, I thought it was a possibility that the fight could have continued, and who knows what's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna continue. It really seems like the fight has come to a conclusion, especially thanks to this chapter, but we'll see. Speaking of this chapter, we start off with Kaido falling deeper and deeper underground. He goes back into his base form. He gets out of his dragon form, he's back in his normal form, and he continues to fall deeper and deeper until he falls into lava. Him and Big Mom right now are currently submerged under lava. Do I think they're dead? No, but it is a concern, especially because, they're under lava right now. That should be able to kill anybody, but the Big Mom and Kaido, they're both emperors, so I don't think that's gonna happen. Not to mention, Oda doesn't really kill off characters like that, and I don't think that's the type of ending Oda would want for Big Mom and Kaido. Then again, we don't know, but I don't think they're dead. It would take more than lava to kill these two. I didn't think the bombs killed Big Mom, so I don't think her being put under lava is gonna kill her, and I don't think anything that's been displayed so far was enough to kill Kaido, so I don't think he's gonna die under lava. Now, that's definitely a concern. They're probably taking a lot of damage, and they'll probably be severely injured to the point where they will not be able to do anything moving forward, but I do believe that they're both alive. They're submerged in the lava right now, but they're not going to die from it. So we'll see where that goes moving forward. If this really is the end of Big Mom and Kaido, then that is crazy. This is an arc. Not even an arc. This is a saga that's been going on for like the last 10 years. 10 years ago, Law went up to Luffy and said, hey, let's form an alliance and take down Kaido. We're going to form this alliance. We're going to beat one of the four emperors, and then we're going to go our separate ways. Here we are over a decade later, and Kaido has been officially defeated, and Big Mom got defeated too. Two of the four emperors were just taken down by the members of the worst generation. That is crazy, and this is our reality. So yeah, Kaido is submerged under lava alongside Big Mom. They're both underground right now. You have this cute moment where you have Yamato running to catch Luffy, and then she has a smile and laughs, and then just praises Momonosuke and Luffy and said, you guys are amazing. Fantastic job. Which was a cool scene to happen right there. And then the smash cuts to a scene between Tengu and Otoko in reference to Yasue, because, he sacrificed himself. And we actually get to learn through this flashback that Yasue did, in fact, eat the same smile devil fruit that Otoko ate, and that's why he was constantly smiling. So he did actually eat a smile fruit. I believe most of us kind of, assumed that was the case, but at least it's nice to have a confirmation that yes, he did eat a smile fruit. In fact, he ate the same fruit Otoko ate that caused her to have the endless smile she has on her face as well. So you get that beautiful moment. Obviously, the festival is coming to an end. All the lanterns continue to fly in the sky, and then we slowly pan back to now it's Nekomamushi. And Nekomamushi is basically wrapping up the battle here and announcing to everybody that Luffy has knocked Kaido underground and Lord Momonosuke has safely landed Onigashima on the grounds of Wano. We have officially defeated Kaido. We've defeated the Beast Pirates. This 20-year rebellion, this 20-year fight has finally come to an end. We are the victors. And it's a great moment right there. You get you get different panels of different reactions. You get to see Kid and Killer's reactions. You get to see Law's reactions. You get to see Nami and Tama's reaction as well. Also had Marco in the background. You get to see there are many different reactions. You also get to see both Usopp and Frankie scrambling, because Usopp still has Kinemon and Kiku on his back. Both of them are severely injured, and Frankie's been carrying Zoro, who has yet to wake up. So Zoro's not waking up. He might actually be dead. I'm not gonna lie. Zoro might actually be dead, and if that's the case, well, damn, he might low-key be chilling out in the Soul Society. That man must have became a captain or something, because his soul did not return to his body. He is dead right now. So yeah, Chopper is definitely going to have to take care of Zoro and Kiku and Kinemon, and we'll see how that goes. So it continues on. You have Big Mom and Kaido still emerged under lava, and all of a sudden we start hearing these rumblings of lava pouring out, and it doesn't explode just yet, but we're starting to see these rumblings as well. You also have the remaining Beast Pirates still trying to pick a fight because they don't believe Kaido's gone down, which I don't blame them, because it's Kaido. They're like, we had an emperor on our side. He's the strongest beast in the world. No way he's down. And of course, Yamato basically steps in pretty much to put that to sleep and say, if anyone wants to continue the fight, I'll be sure to take all of you on. You also have this scene where Momonosuke talking to Zunisha and telling Zunisha that he's not going to open the borders at this time. In the future, he plans to, but right now, he's thought about it and he's decided he's not going to open the borders to Wano just yet. Which, Momonosuke, I'm sure he doesn't know what's happening outside, but that is a very smart move by you. That is an incredibly smart move by you. There are so many marine ships out there right now ready to invade Wano. It'd be smart not to open those borders. They are so close to just coming in and taking over. So yeah, do not open those borders. So that was a nice scene. And getting back to the whole lava situation with Big Mom and Kaido, they are deeply submerged in this. Like they are in it, man. They are completely submerged into the lava, and you start hearing rumblings, and all of a sudden, boom! A huge explosion, lava pouring everywhere. And at that point, once the lava's pouring everywhere, you now get the narrator who officially says the winner of the battle, of the decisive battle between Kaido and Luffy in the sky, is Straw Hat Luffy. And you have a small scene with Luffy basically showing his ending arc face. You know, that was ending arc Luffy. Whenever you see Luffy on the floor smiling or asleep and covered in bandages, basically passed out, and just looking done, you know the arc is basically over. Luffy's done. Like, Luffy is done. He beat Kaido. It's over. It's a wrap. He is not waking up, at least for a while. This battle's over. He's not waking up anytime soon. The fight is over. So you get that moment there for the most part. And then, all of a sudden, it starts to slowly pan towards, you know, Wano, and the people, obviously, the festival's coming to an end and people are getting ready to leave, but they see a huge explosion happen right where Onigashima is, and they start asking questions like, what's going on? What's happening? Is Kaido and the Beast Pirates starting to attack? Are they causing a problem again? This is supposed to be our one day of peace. And all of a sudden, you have Momonosuke emerging, and because he looks like Kaido, the citizens thought that was Kaido, but Momonosuke comes here and explains, I am not Kaido. In fact, that explosion you just saw was the final nail in the coffin of Kaido and the Beast Pirates. They have been defeated. And he actually turns back into his human form, which we do not see just yet. And all of a sudden, from the smoke, starts to emerge more and more of the scabbards. You see Komurasaki, or Hiyori, or whatever you want to call her. This situation, she's Komurasaki, but we know Hiyori, whatever. So you have Hiyori pulling up, and the people are asking, is that Komurasaki? Is that her? We thought she was dead. We just had your funeral recently. This is not a dream. She's not a ghost. This is crazy. And then you have Denjiro, and they're like, Kiyoshiro, Kiyoshiro, is that you? Why are you here without your usual guys? And he's like, well, it's been a long story. But basically, I brought you the new Shogun of Wano. And that ends the chapter like that. So it was definitely a crazy chapter. This is literally my initial reaction 5 minutes after reading the chapter. It's been crazy. I don't know what to think. I do not believe Kaido and Big Mom are dead. I don't think that's going to be the end of them. But I don't think they have anything left in the tank to continue the fight. I know some people believe, oh man, they're going to be submerged under lava, and all of a sudden we're going to get this epic awakening, and both of them are going to come back up and continue. No, everyone else is done. I don't think that's the case. I think it's a wrap here. I think it's basically over. In terms of this continued fight, I think it's over. You know, the fight between the emperors and the worst generation, the winners are the worst generation. They won. They beat the two emperors. I don't think they're going to die, but I also don't think they have anything left in the tank to fight. I think this arc's really coming to an end, and Kaido and Big Mom, they're basically done. They will survive. I don't think they're gonna die in that lava, but they're not gonna be doing anything else. Maybe if we see them come back up, they'll say something. We may get a monologue from both of them, but I don't think they have anything left in the tank to truly fight anybody at this point. They're done. So we'll see what happens with that situation. It's still a bit surreal to think that we really just beat 2 of the 4 emperors. Like, the world is going to change dramatically now, and I cannot wait to see what happens post Wano. Hiyori, apparently, the way Denjiro introduced the next Shogun of Wano, it seems like he was pointing, or at least talking about Hiyori. And if that's the case, I guess that opens up the door for Momonosuke to potentially be the next person to join the Straw Hats. Especially since he's not going to open up the door, he's not going to open up the borders of Wano. So if that's the case, that means he might be joining the Straw Hats and traveling with us. Now, originally, I didn't think that'd be the case, but since Momo's no longer, a child, we know his mind is still that of an 8-year-old, but his body is that of a 28-year-old. Now that he's no longer, the small kid that we saw when we first met him all the way back in Punk Hazard, now that he's this grown man, it's very possible he ends up joining the Straw Hats and following us on this journey, which would be crazy, because at that point, we got to start thinking, like, what happens next? We've seen multiple candidates. Momonosuke was a candidate, Yamato was a candidate, Carrot's been a candidate. What happens now? Like, there's so much left to wrap up in terms of what happens next and where we go moving forward, that the next chapters are going to be very interesting. It's going to be interesting, but I just don't know where it's going to go. Honestly, I think in terms of the raid, it's over. And shout out to the main man, Mr. Morch. Love that dude's videos. One of the legends. I'm sorry, bro. It's over, man. It's over. The raid ended in success. They went into Onigashima. They took down Big Mom. They took down Kaido. Took down the Topi Robo. Took down the 3 commanders. Everybody was beaten. Then you had Onigashima land perfectly safe on the grounds of Wano. So Kaido defeated, Big Mom defeated, King, Queen, Jack all defeated, all the members of the Topi Ropo defeated. Well, minus Drake. Well, Drake technically was defeated, but it wasn't because he was a member of the Topi Ropo. I'm going off track, but everyone's defeated. And Momonosuke was able to safely land Onigashima. Nobody was killed in the capital. Nobody was really killed by any major crash on Onigashima. The raid ended in success. It's a wrap. We don't have to continue this. The raid ended in success. If there's anything more, like Kaido and Big Mom get back up and start causing terror again, if something else was to happen, some sort of tragedy, it would happen on the grounds of Wano, which would be completely separate and unrelated to Onigashima. The raid on Onigashima has succeeded. We don't gotta continue it on. Whatever happens moving forward with Big Mom and Kaido, whatever happens towards the end of this arc, whatever happens next in these later chapters, have nothing to do with the raid on Onigashima. That ended in a success. But yeah, with that being said, I don't know what's gonna happen next. Can't wait for chapter 1051, because we got a lot of questions. And at the end of the day, once this arc's over, I feel like we got to definitely talk about Kaido as a character and more so Luffy versus Kaido as a fight. Because I know the community right now is definitely having mixed feelings about how this fight ended and mixed feelings about how Kaido was presented towards the end. Especially when it came to the bits and pieces we got of his backstory. I know some people have some questions about that, so I don't know, we probably talk about that. But with that being said, that's all I've got. I appreciate you guys. Make sure to like the video and subscribe so that we can build this empire. And with that being said, that is all I've got, and I'm out of here, man. Peace.